The first poem is called No Man's Land. You know, you can seek asylum here anytime you want. On these rain-drowned nights, just knock on my front door late on, and I won't overwhelm you with welcomes. By now we know it takes a little time to readjust. So you can shower, leave wet clothes drying in the kitchen, and I'll make tea and get you something dry of mine to wear. And we can listen to late-night radio and slide into the old shoes of us, then sleep together like inverted commas. In the morning, over breakfast, I'll ask you not to overthink things, but you'll probably worry at our beads. That's your way to face for home. But you know, and I do, this no man's land is just that. It borrows no territory from anyone, and we can seek our shelter here anytime we want.
Any special technique for remembering all these texts?
No, I'm a terrible reader, which is why I always learn them off. You'll see, I'm going to have to read the last poem, and I'm a terrible reader. You'll see why I try and learn them off if I can. Okay, so the next poem is called Ringing in Sick to Go Mermaid Hunting. Once when I wasn't, I rang in sick for the evening shift and went instead to meet you at Raftery's in Kilcolgan. We left your car there and I drove southwest down the summer solstice evening, hitting for the coast. We squinted through sunglasses at Ballinderreen and Kinvara, but didn't stop. Turned right for Fanor and Ballyvaughan, with you leaning back, feet on the dash, singing along to the Indigo Girls and Johnny Cash, and asking me where we were headed. Messing about, I wouldn't say. I just said, trust me, it'll all work out. We're going mermaid hunting, and all the signs are good for catching. There were no mermaids, though, at the pier before Blackhead. Just one dolphin, doing her best for interspecial integration. She came waist-deep in to meet us, and we were drenched and charmed. From behind wet hair, you asked me how I'd known, and I said, you know, I had my people call her people. That's how it goes. This event was arranged for your pleasure, dear. So you pushed me backwards off the pier, then jumped yourself. And our dolphin circled as if she got the joke, spearing herself 4 feet skywards above our heads, and then vanishing beneath. Us two fools, we swam through seaweed, feeling elemental and amateur. You're half fish, she said, and I said, yeah, but I've caught you this time. In Linan's, at dusk, we had chowder and a pint, and I sat with salty skin and hair while you joined the Jobsworth band to sing the dimming of the day for me. You made every hair on every sunburned neck there stand. You slept then while I drove back, but I woke you in Kilcolgan to send you down the Crockwell Road. Me, I hid for home, but I parked instead at Whitestrand Beach on the longest evening of the year, too full of everything to go inside just then. In Horse Latitude. What do you mean when you fix those phrases to the flare of a nostril, or the grease-warm feel of neck muscles hidden under a rough, knotted mane? Why spell out this anatomy, not your own? It's there one way or another, and unlike some expectant lover, it doesn't pace and wait for you to name it. Tell me, what can fetlock mean, when the joint's own leg, own heart, own foot don't know the term? The sound, low and secret, a mare makes to her foal, holds no gospel, no prophecy, however hard you try, and even as you describe it, resonating in your blood, your bones, your womb, laden though it is, it doesn't speak for you. You search out the music in hoof on grass, the scratch of teeth on another's back, and I say, even if that whiskered lip responds in kind, it's on instinct, not affection, not connection, and that's fine. It's a metaphor for nothing. It doesn't share your melancholy. It's just horse, and it doesn't wonder how we see it. And I've been groomed to use this tongue, these fingers, and not to second guess it. I don't share your need to hear the music from a hoof that doesn't know the tune it's playing. I grew with them, can catch the wildest, calm the highest strung, though I no longer have the need to. I know horses, and they know nothing or very little about me, and that is how it should be. And this is called This Is Not a Poem. I did submit it to somewhere and I got a letter back saying it is, I'm taking it, which I thought was quite nice. It's actually about all that's happened to me in the last couple of years, because I'm an absolute beginner writer, and for some reason I'm the luckiest one that was ever born. It's just something that happened, and I keep going, but I actually don't know anything about poetry. So that's what this is about. This is not a poem, I didn't write it, it landed in and I was fluent. Phonetic it was. I stepped from some subway of the mind and mistakenly made land through a different portal, where I got turned Alice-like with wonder. New scripts were lucid though, words and grammar flowing just like I'd always spoken, and my feet, walking uninstructed, knew exactly where to go. They hit new footpaths as familiars. I'm not saying it wasn't different, and it stayed strange, stayed foreign, but I'd lost my precious xenophobia. And as I took my bearings, I saw, inexplicably, that I already know all that's here worth grasping, including the sharp fact that knowledge is never legal tender when you're trading in a market of emotions. I knew it, and I know it, but here I am, still walking.